Over the last couple of decades, marketing and advertising have done a number on the middle class, especially Gen X. We've been sold a lifestyle that used to belong to only the wealthy. And in order to achieve it, we were given a wallet full of credit cards. Because of this American culture, we've lost our ability to tell the difference between what we can afford and what we can't. And because of that, the very existence of the middle class is at stake. So hear me out and let's talk about how we get control back. The first point I want to cover is then versus now. So let's just rewind just a tad. You know, back in the 70s, even 80s, being middle class meant living within your means. A basic but nice house, usually around 1,500 square feet, a practical, reliable car in the driveway, some savings, and, if you're lucky, a vacation every year. Debt was for emergencies only. And the second point I want to cover are the 7 luxury spending traps. Now, here are the 7 biggest ways that the middle class became convinced into spending like the rich. Okay, the first item are premium credit cards, whether it's gold, platinum, black. People are paying $695 a year for a Platinum American Express, and they justify it by saying it gives such great travel benefits. Really? And number 2, speaking of perks, airport lounges. What used to be exclusive is now mass marketed as normal. We fly coach, but all of a sudden in the airport we need to escape all of those commoners and sip sparkling water behind frosted glass. Doesn't make much sense. The third thing is luxury car leases. We used to buy used Hondas, but now we lease Audis and Land Rovers and BMWs. And look, you know, I hear the quality argument, but I personally did not experience that. Around 15 years ago, I had it in my head that I had to have a certain luxury brand. Now, I had to buy that car used in order to afford the payments on it. It was around a 3-year-old car, but still low mileage. But in the 9 years that I owned that car, I spent more on it than all of my previous cars combined. And taking it to the luxury dealer, you know, was never fun because, you know, they would try to placate me with, you know, cappuccinos in the waiting room while I waited on my enormous service bill. Now I drive an economy car. It takes regular gas. It gets great gas mileage. And I literally smile every time I get in it because I know how little I spent on it relative to what others are spending on some of their vehicles. Number 4 is designer kitchens. Now, HGTV's celebrities showed us every week on repeat that everybody has a luxury kitchen in their house, no matter who you are. This false idea had everyone looking at their dingy kitchens and thinking that they needed stainless everything and granite countertops ASAP. Number 5 is brand name everything, from Louis Vuitton to Lululemon. I mean, we're spending like movie stars. If you're not rich, do you really need to be carrying a Louis Vuitton bag? And if you're going to wear it, then at least know how to pronounce it. It's Lululemon. Yeah, I just learned that because I had no idea how to pronounce it correctly. Of course, I don't wear it either, so. Okay, number 6 is beauty as maintenance. We got regular Botox, lash extensions, hair extensions, weekly manicures, facials. These used to be special occasion treats, like for a wedding or for maybe a prom, not monthly expense items. And number 7 is destination vacations. Now, when we were kids, vacation meant a road trip. We piled up in whatever little car we had. We ate sandwiches from the ice chest in the back floorboard. We stayed in motels along the way. And it was awesome. Now 18-year-olds are flying to Costa Rica and Cancun for spring break. In Disney vacations, the average 5-night Disney vacation for 4 is around $7,000. That's a great way to set lifelong expectations for our kids. But the next point I want to get into is the fallout. So here's the result. We look like we've made it. It looks like progress. But underneath, we're in debt. We're exhausted from having to work our lives away to pay for those perks and this lifestyle that wasn't even meant for the middle class. None of those things that I just mentioned are meant for the middle class, no matter how they're marketed to us. If I'm a peasant driving a Mercedes, I'm still a peasant. And remember those old MasterCard commercials? There are some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's MasterCard. And the next point is, what do we do instead? I mean, if we ever want to retire, if we ever want to live debt-free, if we ever want to live a life that's truly meaningful, we can't keep spending like we're upper class when we're not. I mean, just look at it for what it really is. The marketing and advertising, it's financial manipulation. We have to stop chasing the version of normal that's been sold to us. We can choose peace and freedom over status and fakery. Let's choose ownership of our lives, of our time, of our money, because you give away all of those things when we spend beyond what we can sustain. We can reclaim what it means to live well. Remember when being middle class meant aiming for the middle and being proud of that? Now the headline reads, "The disappearing middle class." Did we spend ourselves out of it? Have we gone too far to be satisfied with what a true middle class lifestyle means? Let me know in the comments something in the 80s that felt like a luxury then, but is now considered normal. I've got another video for you to check out. I'll link it here on fighting back against consumer culture. And if you're ready to reclaim your money, your mindset, your future, please hit that subscribe button. And this is This Gen X Life. We do things a little different here. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great week. Bye.